What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm actually reacting to my old diet. Now, this is from 2 years ago, November 20th, 2023. So, a very long time ago, once upon a time. And as you will see, my diet has changed a lot since then. I've gained a lot more knowledge since then. I've lived a lot more life since then. So, let's get started. I used to weigh myself a bunch. I don't really weigh myself anymore, but if I had to, I'm like 172 now. I was eating a lot of processed foods back in the day, which you will see with this diet. And as you can see, like, I just don't look healthy. I look older, but I also look healthier now. You can tell because here I do have a lot of acne. You'll tell a little bit more in other videos or later in this video when it's better lighting. But as of right now, you can obviously tell I do look a little bit more inflamed. Physique-wise as well, I can't remember if there's a physique check in this video, but if you look at all my old videos, like, my physique is just like not as good as it is now, just because my diet was really bad, which we are going over.
Because I'm already up like 5 pounds. I started at like 178 range.
And I think I was bulking here too, so this diet is so bad. So here is what I eat in a day. As you can see, this is really good lighting, so it makes me look better than I was. But yeah, acne, I had a good amount of acne. And this is even while I was on Accutane, so I was still getting, it would be a lot worse if I wasn't.
2, day in the life, most importantly, day in life eating. This is the video I promised weeks ago that I said I would make. It's finally here.
The lighting's so good, it actually makes it look like, I mean, and I was a college athlete at the time in this video, believe it or not, Division II lacrosse, so I was doing a lot of physical activity. That's why I look somewhat good. That's why I have a somewhat good physique here. If I was just a normal college student, I would look a lot worse. I would be a lot fatter. I would have no facial definition. The fact that I was playing a sport kept me somewhat appealing. And it's like, it wasn't like I was doing it. I was still working out, still like getting a lot of cardio and stuff. But the thing is, the diet is so bad that if I wasn't doing those things, if I lived a more sedentary lifestyle where I was sitting more, or I was a regular student, I would look a lot worse. But as you can see, the skin quality is not very good. And I'm pale. I was getting really red at the time. Even though it was November, it makes sense in Ohio, so.
A lot of meat. Yeah, basically, I'm not really too, like,
it's funny watching my old self. I haven't really changed in terms of, like, being funny and stuff. Like, I still bust that line out all the time, like, eat a lot of meat. Pause. You know, it's a funny ass joke. Just because I looked like shit and I had a bad diet doesn't mean I wasn't funny. You know what I mean? So, let's keep going here.
And I usually fast until like 12:31 in the afternoon.
I still do that. I actually have been kind of against fasting in a way. I will have eggs in the morning with the buttered coffee.
Because I don't like to eat in the morning. I don't know. It's never been my thing. Especially like during bulking, if I'm trying to eat like a lot of food. I usually do it just like later in the day. So as you can see, now we're gonna get started here. Get my fridge down there.
Oh, I remember the setup. It was so good in the dorm.
That I'm showing you right on the screen.
Holy shit. Holy shit. So this was a non-stim pre-workout, and I took it because caffeine does restrict your blood vessels. So my thought was, okay, I'm going to have a regular Ghost from the gas station, like every day, twice a day, 3 times a day. And then I would have this non-stim pre-workout so I could have a good pump. Basically, there's just artificial sweetener sucralose in here. It's going to irritate your gut microbiome, which is going to cause you to be inflamed, be bloated, have acne, leaky gut, things like that. My gut health was really poor at the time, but I thought I could fix it because I was having Goli apple cider vinegar gummies. I was like, oh, these are going to really help with gut health. Oh, Cardio Beats, these will get me shredded. And then ashwagandha, and then super greens. I thought taking these was going to make me healthy. The issue with all these is they all either have, I think they were all cane sugar, but any gummies usually have high fructose corn syrup or like other stuff. There's just a bunch of BS ingredients here, a lot of fiber. From what we know, we don't need fiber. The studies show that removing all fiber helps with bowel movement improvement. So you actually don't need fiber. It's an anti-nutrient. We literally do not absorb it. We do not need it. And I mean, like, do you want to eat bark off a tree? Because that's basically what fiber is. Ashwagandha, yeah, will temporarily, lower your cortisol, but once you get off it, your baselines are going to be all fluctuated. So you just don't take ashwagandha. You don't need it. It's overrated as shit. Don't need the Cardio Beats gummies. I don't know. The super greens definitely were irritating my gut and giving me acne and giving me bloating.
they supplements? Supplements, I think is the call.
Yeah, supplements.
That's what we're gonna do. And then
I don't take supplements anymore. I don't need to with my diet. I get all the nutrients,
I'm just gonna take it through it.
minerals, vitamins I need from my diet.
Let's roll. Alright, I'm in the calf now.
Yeah, now you can kind of see exposure here. Skin quality is pretty poor. Now that the lighting is shifted. Yeah, bad skin quality.
1,500 calories. Still gotta show the meal here.
Oh, so this is back when I was super. I needed calories. I needed protein. That's all I give a shit about. Not actually what was in the food, and as you will see here, I don't give a shit about the calories now. I don't track calories. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's start. I mean, the eggs are decent here. Even though they're scrambled, it's going to be less micronutrients. The more you cook an egg, the less micronutrients you get. That's why I consume yolks raw. I think this is like a turkey bacon, very sick animal. Definitely lowest quality of meat here. Looks like it, and it looks like there's like zero fat on it, so like you're not even getting any of the benefits. I still eat bacon from time to time because there's a good amount of fat on it. I think this is like sausage, one of the lowest quality meats. Gonna be very high in linoleic acid, which will inflame you, prevent you from tanning, give you more acne. These hash browns definitely had seed oils in them. I'm not opposed to potatoes, unless it was like right, you want that right before it lift. It is a carbohydrate. I don't really eat too many potatoes, starch nowadays. But these were definitely seed oils just because it was definitely cooked or baked in a seed oil or dipped or whatever the hell that process is called. And then, I mean, at least we were getting some cholesterol from the butter here. But other than that, these rolls, once again, bread, just a big insulin spike here. So I was going in the fat storage mode right away. And definitely seed oils in here. So it was irritating the way I could tan, the way I looked, and all that good stuff. So not very good. I mean, yeah, you're getting the protein and stuff, but the eggs and the butter's probably the only good part here.
So I have to eat this.
Okay, wait, slow down. So looks like we got broccoli. Broccoli is just I don't eat any vegetables anymore. You would literally have to force me to eat a vegetable. You'd have to like tie me down and physically open my mouth and shove the broccoli in, and then somehow make me swallow it because I would be fighting to literally death to not eat any vegetables just because I know for a fact they give me acne. I know for a fact they irritate my gut. And I know for a fact they contain a lot of anti-nutrients that is going to block absorption of other nutrients. The shrimp in here is great. I guarantee it's farm-raised, though, so definitely lowest quality shrimp you can get. Even though all fish is kind of sketchy, all seafood's kind of sketchy just with the marketing and buying it from a grocery store. I mean, you'd have to go to like more of a local fish shop. Pasta, just empty carbs here. A lot of carbs, insulin spike. High fructose corn syrup for sure in this ketchup and barbecue sauce. I don't need sauces anymore. I was just a dopamine maxer back in the day because, smoking weed, drinking. I love dopamine, so of course I love sauces. And I was like, oh, it's not a big deal. They're not that much, they're not going to affect me too much, but deep down they are. They do have seed oils.
Yeah. I'll kind of show you what we
The only good part of this meal, and then pizza, bro. Do I really have to explain what's bad about pizza? I don't think I need to. If you need me to sit here and explain why pizza is bad for you, you're really behind. You're really behind is what I'll say in the nicest way. The only good part about this meal is the eggs and the shrimp. Still very low quality, but it was the dorm and the butter. But that was probably sugary butter anyways. We're gonna pound that food, it looks like.
Okay, so I'm about to have just a quick little snack here. This is what I snagged from the cafe earlier in my green boxes. Some more eggs and sausage. So
Okay, more eggs, that's good. The sausage, whatever. I mean, I was making the best of what I could, but yeah, it's gonna be higher in linoleic acid, lowest quality meat. You are what you eat at the end of the day, just because it's an animal. Like, think about the animal's life. I guarantee it didn't see any sunlight. Guarantee it was fed corn and soy. So you are eating that.
I'll throw the stats.
You also eat the energy from the animal. Like, if it's a cow, it's a sick cow. It's inside. It gets no sunlight. It's a miserable life, walking around its own feces. What does that do? Animals, like, the whole vegan argument that animals are like us is very true, but that's why it's a blessing that we're able to eat them, because they have a lot of, nutrients for us, and proteins, and it's just a food source. It's going to keep us going. But you also have to do it in a humane way. That's why I like grass-fed beef. That's why I like supporting farmers, because they actually care about their animals, and then when they do have to slaughter them at one point, they lived a good life, and it was respectable, and it was honorable.
Let's keep going on with the day. It's time for some.
I don't care about calories. I care about what's actually in. Bro, I was looking. So I played lacrosse. Yeah, my boy Cam. So let's see. Let's just, for fun, let's see if I can. Let's see what happened. Oh, terrible shot. Terrible shot. Okay, let's see here. I'm here. Oh, cold. Even though it's getting saved in game. Okay, let's skip over this BS. What a beautiful day, bro. I used to grind at that field by the good shot. Just grind, beautiful field, beautiful school. just unfortunate scenario. I couldn't go there anymore. Just in terms of like the direction of life I chose to take. They didn't have a major that I wanted. So I just had to take a different path in life. Great school though. Very grateful for all the people I met there and opportunities.
Like a meal a day here. Just some chicken, broccoli, keep it simple. Probably get like 2 plates of this stuff.
Oh. More broccoli. I'm gonna be honest with you boys. The only reason I put the broccoli in this video is just I wanted the video to look good. I didn't actually ever eat broccoli. I always knew subconsciously that vegetables are bullshit, that they're bad. Not necessarily that they're bad for you. I just didn't like the taste. I just like didn't see the point in them. Even before I was woke, even before I was based, and I realized that vegetables are actually a scam. Vegetables, we have not evolved off vegetables. Vegetables were introduced during agriculture, and they're easy to grow, they're easy to sell, they're good for the economy. So they're obviously pushed to be healthy when in reality, they don't contain anything you really need. They actually contain anti-nutrients, and they have defense chemicals because they are alive, they are a plant, they don't want to be eaten, so they're going to attack. When you cut an onion, it makes you cry. Boom. When you eat a spicy pepper, it's spicy for a reason. Even though it does taste good. I do like spicy foods. I don't eat them anymore because obviously gut irritation and stuff and whatnot, but just saying. Chicken, 0. Oh my gosh, this is the driest chicken I think I've ever laid my eyes on. Let's go back to it. Nice BTB, by the way. You can just see the inflammation on my face, too. Like, I did so much cardio that I'm not, like, my face didn't look awful. This chicken looks so dry. Chicken, yeah, micronutrients. If you can get a good source chicken that actually is eating the worms and not fed corn and soy, I wouldn't be opposed. I actually do have some ground chicken here and there from my local farm, and I know it's a good source. But most of these chicken is just going to be sick chicken. They only have one stomach, so they can't process all the BS that they're eating. So you are eating what they're eating. At the same time, it doesn't have as many micronutrients as red meat does. So if you have the opportunity to have red meat over chicken, why would you not pick red meat? Even if you're sick of it. There's times like chicken just sounds better to me, but I deep down know, okay, I'm not eating for pleasure. I'm eating for what is going to actually make me feel good, what's going to get me to the next level, and what's the ROI, return on interest. Like, I'm going to eat the beef, get more micronutrients over the chicken that maybe at the time would taste better, but deep down we all know chicken is dry. Even if you make it moist, red meat's better. And then more high fructose corn syrup, barbecue sauce. Yeah, not good.
Protein, all that right up here. Super simple. Fueling up to go lift.
A lot of fucking calories, bro.
Because that was yesterday's video, my calisthenics. Let me make a video too. But
I still don't mind calisthenics. I'll actually make a video on that. I think there's misconceptions on fucking calisthenics. People like shit on it or they love it. I personally like it. I don't do it too much though, to be honest, boys. Yeah, more broccoli. Like I was saying, guys, for the video, I was putting the broccoli in just to make it look like I was healthier, but deep down I knew it wasn't good for you, but you shouldn't have broccoli. More bread. We're spiking insulin right before bed with the pasta. A lot of empty carbs. Good thing I was an athlete and I was burning I was working out so much that I was burning all this off, but it still was affecting me. It was affecting my metabolism long term, and I'm definitely reaping the consequences now, where I have to eat super clean to not put on fat, not get acne, not be unhealthy. All right, more red marinara sauce, just processed sugars, more sugar, not needed at all. Tomatoes dirty dozen anyways. I wouldn't recommend eating tomatoes anyways. At least it was probably cooked, so it killed any of. I just would stay away from it. It looks like, is there beef?
it's gonna be good.
Is this the only red meat I had today? Wait. I mean, I don't count, I guess the sausage.
My studying.
I think there's some red meat in here, so at least there's some ground beef in here, but yeah, more pasta. Really fucking shit
And I'm just
day.
gonna eat, and
No wonder I had.
a full day.
Okay, I want to see the final tally, and then we'll conclude.
It's a little disorganized, but with that being said, thank you for watching to the end. That's what I get in a day. I'll see you in the next one. Keep going.
So 4,000 calories of complete bullshit. I don't think you should track calories. I don't track calories anymore. But if you're eating BS like that, you probably should, because if I wasn't doing the physical activity I was doing, I'd be fucking obese. All the sugars, with how much I'm spiking the Randall cycle, because I was eating a lot of fats combined with carbs, glucose, fructose, and the amount of times my insulin sensitivity was all over the fucking place just because I was snacking, I was eating too much, I was combining the wrong type of foods. The thing is, guys, you don't want a variety of foods. You just want to eat the same foods. That's what we're used to. That's what's going to keep your body fully optimal. Now, in terms of being healthy, okay, let's say you're mixing things up, you're throwing fruit in. Yes, you might be deemed healthy. I want to be optimal. I think being optimal is more important, so you don't want to have a variety of foods. But, guys, I mean, the moral of the story here is just, I wasn't getting a lot of cholesterol. I was getting a decent amount because I had the scrambled eggs twice with some butter, some red meat, some sausage. But other than that, it was a lot of empty carbs, a lot of sugar, a lot of high fructose corn syrup, a lot of glycation. I didn't even really see any fruits in this video either, so it was actually interesting. I was getting it all from BS stuff, like the bread, the sauces, probably the butter. It probably had added sugars in, but yeah, mostly the bread, the sauces. But really bad day, and there's a reason I looked fucking awful. There's a reason I looked awful. I didn't look too bad in this video because I was young and I was burning off everything I was eating. But in terms of you know, you can eat this diet and get away with it for a little bit, but if I would have kept doing this diet and now I would look nothing like I do. All right, I eat a very strict diet now for a few reasons. One, I want to be shredded. I want to be tan. I want to feel good. I want to be, you know, dialed in all the time. I don't want brain fog. I also want, you know, like a skinnier face, more defined face. So like I have to get rid of the things that I was eating in this video. But at the end of the day, guys, if you eat a diet like this, you're going to reap what you sow. Eventually, one day it will catch up. Eventually, one day your metabolism starts to slow. Your thyroid function is going to be cooked. Eventually, the Raynaud cycle catches up, guys, at the end of the day. And, you know, it's going to come at some point, and you're either going to be ready for it or not. So, you know, you need to eat healthy. You need to lock in now. You need to change some things now. And you might be starting to notice like you're slowing down a little bit. You're starting to experience the negative side effects of your bad diet. And if you're someone like that, book a call with me below and we can talk, and I can give you the knowledge and give you the plan and the structure to actually revolutionize your life once again and get you to that next level and get you feeling good again. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you care about what you look like, you care about how other people perceive you, but at the end of the day, you mostly care about how you feel and how much energy and if you're happy at the end of the day. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'll catch you in the next one.